Hello there. Welcome. I guess I'm going to be working my way through these challenges. I just played. What did I play? Go with the Flow on Moscow. I didn't like that one. Going to try. Trees a crowd. What's trees a crowd? Infinite traffic lights. I do like me some traffic lights. I think that's the tree thing. Busier destinations. Okay, sure, let's give it a go. All destinations are much busier, more trees, and they can't be destroyed. Unlimited traffic lights. Now, unlimited traffic lights is quite a boost because then traffic lights won't be offered as an upgrade, and so you'll get more of other stuff. So I have seen some YouTubers play the thing where you can't destroy the trees. And the big thing with that seems to be remembering to leave avenues around the trees. Oh. Had another house, spawned here or here, then I would have had to have gone around down here in order to get those to flow. Oh, bridges. For now, at any rate. This going to here feels like it's always going to happen. It could route these up and around like that. I don't know. Okay, let me workshop this. Do I like this better? Yeah, I think I like that better. In traffic lights. Kind of like that. Is this trip really necessary? Kind of thing. Okay. Sure, fine. Bridges are important. Well, this does feel a little bit painful. I'm going to get a green over here, and there's going to be a green neighborhood over here, and it's probably going to require a motorway. So even though I really hopefully another red will pop up right there, and hopefully another red will pop up right there. I said right there, or right there. Actually, this is alright. Cool. Okay. Feeling a little bit more copacetic. I have a couple bridges. It is almost that day of the week. Hello there. Okay. I'm hoping I get more motorways because traffic lights aren't being offered. Every other upgrade should, in theory, be offered more often. I think this neighborhood is destined to be motorwayed over here. Or bridged. It's getting bridged. It's a long way, but it's a bunch of houses. I could really use another motorway. Okay, having some houses going over to support this dark blue is a thing. All these are going over to this fellow. He still has houses for days as or, so he should be okay. These guys, how am I going to get these guys all the way over here? I do have a motorway. I could have them piggyback on this motorway, get them over here, run them through, and over to this guy. Given the distance that he's at, like, I kind of don't want to waste even one day. Okay, I do that. I get them over here. I connect them here. Sure. This feels horrible. At least there's support. Could I? It feels like, okay, it never hurts to reconsider some things, and it's like, oh man, I could just route these right here, but there's no way. Is there no way? I could route this around here and cut through here with the reds, and it's a little bit longer of a journey, and this is circular. Something to consider for the future. Probably should have preserved that possibility space for implementing such a solution. Hello, yellow. What do we got to work with? I don't have much in the way of road tiles now, do I? This is where a motorway would be good, so that I could get back some of those road tiles. Okay, motorway. Probably a good idea to disconnect these networks now rather than later. I don't get back many road tiles, but I got a few road tiles to work with. Now that these two networks are disconnected, I'll get back just a couple road tiles. Huh. Okay. Am I getting back any road tiles anywhere? One road tile short. Okay. Immediate crisis averted. Hello there. Do I have road tiles? I have no road tiles. Yes, bridges are important. Don't have enough throw tiles to play around with. Okay. This light blue neighborhood here could wind up servicing this. Hello. Do we have the road tiles? Because I can come down here. Connecting there, connecting there. This is an ugly solution. Probably would have been a good idea for me to pause, put it into place, and then unpause, because that's cutting it a lot closer than I would like. Oh, this fellow. Going to shift this down. Got 27 road tiles to work with. Okay. And I got a bridge. Okay. Okay. And I kind of didn't notice this guy at all. I will take the 30 root tiles. I do not want, I want these 4 on this guy dedicatedly. Kind of can't afford, this guy, I hope this guy goes circular. Well, maybe those are famous last words. This guy going circular would not be bad under this present arrangement. Ah. Okay, so even though I got all these traffic lights, I'm not using them because it's like just good road design. means I don't have to use so many use so many traffic lights. Okay, I should put and keep that on because this is probably going to need more support than just these two. I definitely want a motorway in order to help clear up some of this. Actually, a motorway to motorway some of these blues up here, so that and then create that eliminates this intersection, which is probably good. That's a good close yellow. This neighborhood, okay, if another yellow popped up over here, which is a classic design, I think, for this map, then motorwaying. Oh, that's right, I disconnected it and I did some funny things. If I disconnect this right here, sure. Oh, that'll be fine. Okay. Okay. So this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I should bring these. I kind of feel like more motorways should be a thing. Okay, these should support this pretty darn well for the short term. Excuse me. Bum, bum. Don't know where this red neighborhood's going. But I can disconnect that so as that any shifting is happening, crossing of traffic is happening way far away from the intersections. Not the intersection, way far away from the entrance to these destinations. Okay, so this gets me back a motorway, right? What can I do with a motorway? I should be able to do a lot with a motorway. This yell's getting stressed. Even though he's got a ton of yells. Oh, they are at a distance though. that's the thing. This is going to be. This is a bit of pain. I need this to despawn before I can reroute some things up here. That's I could. There's a bunch of. There we go. This is 5 on this at this distance. When this motorway comes back, I probably should just direct it to over here. Yeah. There we go. Because this is kind of place of pain right now, and we want to avoid places of pain. Okay, so what am I doing here? What I'm doing is I'm allowing this this charcoal neighborhood to come around this way, and so that way, because if I had it connected at here, there would be more interference between these two networks, or two colors. That's one network, and I'm wanting to avoid congestion between them is a good idea, I think. I don't even need that connected right now. And there is the second yellow, here to bring a world of pain. Okay, adding this additional neighborhood, I'm definitely going to want to do a separate motorway for for one of them. Okay, this green is inconvenient. I have this arm way back here so that these ones closer can, that some are taking themselves off, going back home before you get to a place that could potentially be a little bit of pain. that separates these two networks. Once this calms down a bit, I should probably put this in a slightly better place, I think. These reds are about to go. This red especially. Being able to motorway this red neighborhood over here. Motorway. Okay. Motorway can be used somewhere. Do I do that now? I feel that this is going to be an important thing. Which one do I do? I could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on this one. Feels like that should sort out. This guy who's all alone. How many destinations? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I think we've approached that point in the game where I think we have enough destinations. So any place that a destination could spawn. Because I don't want anything. Destination could spawn over here. Destination should not be able to spawn right there. Or above it. Or around here. Just making sure destination can't spawn there. Seems like a safe, a good idea to do. The yellows are holding for now, but this dark blue, he's getting upset. I do not have a bridge. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, 6, 7 bridges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bridges, and I could use another bridge here. Oh dear. Well, I feel like with these all going mad, that hooking these reds in was probably a good idea, but these yellows are going to die, and I'm going to need a motorway right away. It's almost Monday. Hold on. Okay, what efficiencies can I get? I want a bridge. I want to bridge these over to here. This is surviving on 3, so I can route these two around that way, and that's fine. Okay. Just taking a look over the map, see if there's any place for a destination to spawn in a way that would be rather annoying, and there does not seem to be. Hey. Him having more support is probably a good idea. These two yellows are a place of pain. Hooking these two reds in gives more reds over here to support this fellow right here. This guy's gonna go. Well, feels regrettable. Okay, so I opted to put motorway number 3 right here. Had there been more space here, I could have routed these greens. Maybe I could have routed these greens below. If I'd have routed these greens below, then there would have been a little bit of cross traffic. Okay, that is definitely... Could I? No, because these trees, there was a solid wall here. The only way that they could go was up over here. Okay. I've been killed by by a pair of yellows over here that I can only afford to have a route like this. And this traffic light wasn't doing what it needed to do. And, oh, by the way, can you fit a roundabout anywhere in here? No, you can't. That's frustrating. Well, I got to over 3,000 with only 3 highways, so that's good. 3,126. How good does that score on this challenge? Well, that's pretty good. All right. Into the top 10. Rank 8. All right. I will take that. That is fantastic. I'm chuffed to bits. All right. So 2 challenges done on Tokyo and Concrete Jungle. I want to revisit that at some point because Concrete Jungle, I had the number 2 spot day 1. Then I wound up I did play it again, and I wound up improving upon my score a little bit. I had been knocked from 2nd down to like 16, and then I played it once and got back up to rank 13. And since then, so many more people have played and bumped me down. I kind of want to see if I can get back to the top 10 there. But yeah, Tree's a crowd. Doing okay. All right. Well, I hope you found that interesting. And I hope you have a good day. Thank you for watching. Cheers.